All right, let's try to be more positive here. We went 45 minutes of negativity, so we'll try to be more positive here. Number 5 biggest winner here at the NFL Scouting Combine. Let's go to Nebraska defensive tackle Ty Robinson, who I thought looked fantastic. And I pushed him way up the board. I even made him the cover image of the article. We'll screen share this. I thought Ty Robinson, he's good, man. So let me pull up the notes here on Ty Robinson. You can kind of read through it while I'm talking. By the way, Derek Harmon, you could argue he's on the loser list, just didn't think he was a big enough loser. No way Derek Harmon's a first-round pick. I think you smoke absolutely large amounts of dick if you think that. I could have put Pegues on the winners list. Definitely could have put Pegues on the winners list. 28 reps on the bench. 4.83 for a fucking defensive tackle is really good. 1.71 for a defensive tackle is really good. Here's a clip for you here. Bang. Fucking strong hands. I thought he was unbelievable. I thought he looked really good. I thought he looked so good that I put him on number 4 on my defensive tackles list, which I would assume nobody's going to have him that high. Again, I would assume nobody's going to have him that high. I thought Ty Robinson, fantastic. I mean, not only did he look quick and fucking moved well, powerful motherfucker. I mean, here's the thing about defensive linemen. Power and strength is a non-negotiable. But when you move like that and then also have power, he's going to make it. I don't know where he's going to get picked, but he's going to make it. Mark my words. Ty Robinson. I'm sure somebody will fucking snag him in the 5th round. He's going to be a player for somebody. Now, will he be a Pro Bowl Hall of Famer? I'm not telling you that. But in terms of like, hey, let's say like, I don't know, Philadelphia picks him in the 5th round, and I plug him next to a motherfucker who's also good in Jalen Carter, that's ideal. Like, I don't want him to be my number 1 defensive tackle, but I would love if he was like my 2nd or 3rd defensive tackle. He's a dude. 28 reps on the bench, ran fast, but just like the movement and the position work, very good player. So Ty Robinson, if you're not aware of him, do some work on Ty Robinson. Powerful, by the way. Like power. Number 4 on my biggest winners list, and this one might actually be a surprise, and I wasn't 100% sure that I wanted to put him on the list, but the more that I just watched the other players at his position, the more I was like, yeah, I mean, he's a fucking winner. So Jimmy Horn, I didn't expect this to be the case, but Jimmy Horn, holy shit, did he look good, man. I mean, there's no discussion in this. Like, coming into this event, was it going to be Will Shepherd, who didn't even get invited? Was it going to be LeJohntay Wester? I put Jimmy Horn. Jimmy Horn is now on my top 10 wide receiver list. By the way, he only had 1 touchdown this year. It's not like he totally lit the world on fire. He missed a bunch of games. That's primarily why. And then Wester kind of took over once Jimmy Horn wasn't on the field. I thought Jimmy Horn looked fantastic. I'm just going to play some of his let's just play some of his combine. One thing you'll notice, the play speed. Like, he ran fine. 4.46 is good. No complaints there. Wasn't like he's a burner. Fast, play speed good, and just the cuts in and out of routes, he's going to get open. So let me just play some of this. You notice the difference? Let me just pause that really quickly. You notice the difference between what I showed you with Isaiah Bond and the fact that it takes him 800 fucking steps to do a cut? Just watch the efficiency and the movement and the cut right here. Right here. Bang. 2 steps. Gone. See you later. He's a player, man. He's a fucking player. Like, it doesn't take him forever to get in and out of his cuts. Quicker than fast. And by the way, he's not slow. Not slow. Track, like, man, he's a good player. And this one was more completed, so let me just show you that one really quick. Okay. He's a player. Now, let me say this. the wide receiver position. I think people need to think of it as the running back class from last year. And let me explain. So the running back class of last year, I remember going on the club fantasy show, and they asked me, Trey, who's your wide receiver or who's your running back one? Is it Jonathan Brooks or is it Trey Benson? And my answer was neither. Turned out to be the correct call. And my answer was Bucky Irving. Turned out to be the correct call. I think you have to think of this wide receiver class like the running back class of last year. You take some of these wide receivers up top, you're going to get your fucking heart broken. Like, you can't reach for some of these wide receivers. But I do think there's going to be a couple gems, 4th, 5th, 6th round, where you're going to find a couple fucking dudes. And I'm telling you, Jimmy Horn, that guy can play. Honorable mention in terms of wide receiver, I thought Dante Thornton, the Tennessee guy, to be that fucking big, to be like 6'5", 4.3 speed. Now, he's just a deep threat. Like, you're not asking him to run a full route tree. But I thought Dante Thornton, if I have a role for him and I'm smart about the way that I use him, I thought he was a big winner at this event as well. I thought he looked really good. But, man, I thought Jimmy Horn, I wasn't expecting that. Like, I thought, Jimmy Horn, watching him, okay, short little Colorado receiver, can kind of do some things, but he blew me away. Like, he really blew me away. I now have him. Let me share this really quickly. I now have him in the top 10 wide receivers, and I'm sure most people will not. But he really blew me away. Other receivers that I thought looked good, I thought Besh had a really good workout. I do. I thought again, I thought actually Higgins had a good workout. I do. I thought Higgins had a good workout. Not good enough to be like a top 5 winner. But here's my notes on Horn. I thought he was fucking really good. By the way, his gauntlet, right down the fucking line. No swerving on his gauntlet. Right down the fucking line, and he was fast too. Let's see. Who else had it? Nobody really looked. I thought Lambert Smith looked good. I do. I thought Lambert Smith. I thought Lovett looked good, but we know what Lovett is. He's a slot guy. Mumpfield, you could have put on the Biggest Losers list. He was terrible. I thought Restrepo looked all right. I thought Royals looked all right. I thought Tesla looked all right. I do. Dante Thornton, honorable mention winner for the wide receivers. I just want to get to my list. LeJontay Wester was bad. Couldn't catch. Mostly because he couldn't catch. Savion Williams, I think he's going to be Cordero Patterson, kind of. But, yeah, I have Jimmy Horn. He's in the list now. Jimmy Horn's in the list now. So, there you go. And I'm sure nobody will have Jimmy Horn as a top 10 wide receiver. But, again, I think if you're looking at this wide receiver class, you should look at it like the running back class of last year where, Jonathan Brooks. You're going to take some of these wide receivers in the first round. They're going to break your fucking heart, and it's going to be the worst mistake you ever made. Just telling you that's going to be the case. All right. Number 3 biggest winner at the Combine. Ooh. This is a player I really want to talk about. Let me pull up my notes here. This is a player I really want to talk about. Malachi Starks. I don't give a fuck what you say. Malachi Starks, huge winner. Huge winner. I'll do some honorable mentions on the defensive backs too, by the way. Billy Bowman was definitely a winner. Wouldn't say he was a huge winner. This Crawford, big winner. Eman Worry, if you want to say he was a winner because he ran fast and jumped high, fine, but he didn't do the on-field drill, so I can't put him in this category. And then I thought the Penn State guy looked good. But to me, Malachi Starks, holy hell, man. And it was really the on-field shit. Like, okay, his 3-cone wasn't good. Okay, He didn't really jump the highest. 4.5's good, but it's not elite. The on-field portion of Malachi Starks, holy fuck, man. I can't imagine that there's 10 to 15 guys, like just overall players. You watch the on-field drills of Malachi Starks, there's no way you're telling me there's like 10, 15 guys better than him in this draft. Let me just play, and I'll go to the notes here. So, unbelievably smooth. Back pedal was really good. Here's the thing that I really want to talk about. So, okay. He didn't have the greatest times in the world. But I looked up some of the GPS numbers because they have these available now. Like the GPS, on-field drills, speed for how fast they're going. He was number one. Number one short shuttle. Number one wave drill. Number one gauntlet. Number one line drill. Number one Terrell Austin. Number one Terrell Austin 2. He had the top GPS numbers for every fucking on-field drill. All of them. Every single on-field. And by the way, like, I wrote the positive notes, and then I went back and looked at the GPS numbers, and I'm like, holy fuck, he's number one in all of them. So let me pull up the actual footage, because this is on here. It's unbelievable. Like, it was unbelievable before I knew the GPS numbers. And again, I don't give a fuck that he didn't run a good 3-cone. I don't fucking care that his 40 wasn't a 4.3, whatever. I want you to just watch the play speed, the in and out of cuts, no wasted movements. Like, when I talked about Will Campbell, when he's doing the wave drill, it's like, okay, I'm going to the side, and now I got to fucking pause, and now I got to wait an eternity to get back to the left side or the right side or whatever. This dude, boom, 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 boom. Just watch him, man. Bang, bang, bang. I think, this is the tape here. I don't care about this shit. We know that he's a good football player. Watch him. Bang, 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 bang. He was number one in the play speed in every category. And by the way, caught everything. High pointed everything. Here's the mile per hour shit. Flying, man. I think this was my favorite rep. Just watch him go. Bang. Ready? Caught everything. High pointed everything. I lied. This is my favorite rep. Watch him just go down the fucking line. Bang. Ready? Let me show you that again. Watch how the split second time where it takes him to go here to here. Bang. Dude, he's a dude. He's a fucking dude. I gotta blow my nose again, but I'll just play the rest so you can watch it. Now he had a drop on the weight or on the gauntlet, whatever. I'm just gonna say this right now. If you put a safety above him, you smoke large amounts of dick. If you think there are 15 players in this draft better than that guy, I think you smoke large amounts of dick. I thought he was unbelievable. Like, on-field portion, doing the drills. He's a guy. He's a guy. Do me a favor. Go ask Brock Bowers if he's any good. Because you know who covered him the best? I saw this in an interview. I think it was maybe 2 or 3 years ago, where Brock Bowers was asked, who's the best defender you've gone up against during your college career? And he said it was in practice against Malachi Starks. Yeah. Yeah. And he ain't lying. He ain't lying. So Malachi Starks, huge fucking winner. I don't fucking care that he didn't have the fastest 40 or he didn't have the highest fucking vertical jump or his 3-cone wasn't good enough. Watch the fucking drills. Watch the fucking drills and tell me he's not the best safety. Because I can't imagine that you think I can't imagine that somebody thinks there's a better safety than that guy. Malachi Starks, huge winner. Number one biggest winner. And I do have the video on him as well, because they actually put it out. Number one biggest winner, James Pierce, the Tennessee pass rusher. Holy fuck, he's good. And I'm even going to show you the 40, because for a defensive lineman, and by the way, at Tennessee, he was a very versatile player. You can line him inside, outside, linebacker. Like, this is a guy, you can ask him to do 700 different things. James Pierce, holy fuck, he's good, man. James Pierce. I'm just going to play the whole video because wow, is he good. For a defensive lineman, at his size, with the length that he has, to be running like this, and it's not even the 40, the 10-yard split number, out of control. Like the burst off the line. Wow, man. This is a defensive lineman. DL. 158 split. Defensive lineman. Now, he's more of a pass rusher, defensive end, but holy fuck, man, he's good. And it's not just that he's fast. He's long, and it's the fucking speed within the get off. He's good, man. I'm telling you, he's good. I'm just going to play this whole thing. We'll talk about it together. I'll pull up actually, this is my number 2 biggest winner. Sorry. This is my number 2 biggest winner. 4.47 for defensive lineman. That's insane. Like, again, I don't base winners and losers off the 40-yard dash. A defensive lineman doing this is nuts. And it wasn't like, hey, okay, he just ran fast. What'd the on-field look like? The on-field was fucking insane. I don't give a fuck about your stupid-ass comparison. Watch this shit right here. For a defensive lineman to just have the fucking boom, 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 boom. Churning his feet, sinking his hips, using the eye bend or the knee bend. Eyes up the whole time. Can you just watch that again? Shove your simulcams up your ass, Rich Eisen. Look at this. This is a defensive lineman. Looks like a wide receiver doing that. Here we go. Let's skip to the bag drills. Just watch his feet, how fast he is. Bang, bang, bang. His eyes are up. You can tell. He's not tripping over shit. And again, even like right here, where they ask him to stop at a dime and go, it doesn't take him a fucking half hour to slow down. Like some of these defensive linemen, they slow down. They got to fucking wait. They got to shift their feet, and then they can kind of go. Not with Pierce. Watch how quick he go. Bang. He's good, man. I'm telling you, he's good. Doesn't have soft hands. Watch him bend around a corner here in some of these. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Doesn't take him a half hour to do shit. I thought this was maybe his worst rep, but again, he jumps the gun here a little bit. Let me skip ahead. Okay, he's going to have a false start. He's trying to fucking win the rep. Some of these defensive linemen, it takes them a half hour, and then they don't put the fucking towel in the thing. This was a good rep too. Just tight around the cones. He was good, man. Everything that he did was good. So James Pierce, and again, he's the type of guy. Watched a lot of Tennessee. I think he was actually number 2 in the nation in terms of pressure rate. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's accurate. I know he's a first team SEC. They lined him inside, outside, linebacker, drop back in coverage. They lined this guy up everywhere. For him to perform like that, holy shit, man, he's good. So James Pierce, huge winner. There's no question in my mind. He's a bona fide first round pick. No question. Bona fide first round pick. So number 2 winner, James Pierce. So let me catch you up before I get to the last one. Number 5, Ty Robinson. Number 4, Jimmy Horn. Number 3, Malachi Starks. Number 2, James Pierce. And then my last big winner, I just said running back. I just said number 1 biggest winner, running back. Because this might be the best running back class I've ever seen. I just said, number 1 biggest winner, running back. And it's not all the running backs, so I want to kind of go through them together with you. Here's my running back notes. LaQuint Allen had a fantastic day. Any other draft, he's probably a top 10 running back for me. Not in this class. And again, LaQuint Allen, let's just show you this one. I mean, dude, he's probably not even a top 15 running back in this class. But look at him. Whoop. Good feet. I mean, he was good the whole day. Ulysses Bentley, and again, we went over this in the loser section when I was talking about Ollie Gordon. He was a backup power running back at Ole Miss. The fact that he was the only guy slower than Ollie Gordon says a lot. Ollie Gordon, loser. Jaden Blue just ran. Taj Brooks, not good. Donovan Edwards thought what I was getting. Can run. Like, Donovan Edwards got about what I was expecting. Pretty good feet. Not perfect, but good. ETN, I thought ETN was fantastic. ETN, he runs a 4.42. He jumps good. He gets 15 on the bench press. Like his brother Travis Etienne didn't look this good at the combine. Watch him go through it. Bang, 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 bang. And actually, he actually cut the right way. Like Ollie Gordon ran into the fucking worker. He actually cut the right way. I thought ETN looked fantastic. Giddens, not really. Ollie Gordon was the worst performer here. Hampton, RJ Harvey. Let's talk about RJ Harvey. How about some of the passing game shit that he did? RJ Harvey. And that's a little dump off. Let's just get to the next clip. How about this little fucking wheel route here? And I thought he even looked better during the actual running back shit. 16 reps for a little 5'8" RJ Harvey. 4.40. His knee bend was out of control good. Loved RJ Harvey. Henderson, he only ran, but he ran fucking fast and then jumped really well. You know me, I think Henderson's the best running back in this draft. Hunter looked okay. I didn't think Jaquindon Jackson looked good. I thought Jordan James looked fantastic. Here's one of his cuts. Let me mute the volume here so we don't get cheesed. He's got sweet feet, man. Let me show you that again. And by the way, I think the worker didn't really do him any favors. Like the worker, he makes a really late decision on which way he wants him to cut. Whoop. On it. Jordan James. He's going to be very similar to Bucky Irving. Very similar to Bucky Irving. By the way, when they shared a backfield, you could argue he was the better player. It's not going to blow you away in the speed, but the lower body stuff in terms of short area quickness, foot speed, very good. And his route running was very, very good. So I love Jordan James. Genty didn't work out. Not going to talk about him. Caleb Johnson was all right. Wasn't blown away. Even Montrell Johnson, I was like, how the fuck did he run this? Surprised. Judkins, very, very good. Judkins, very. Why won't you just play? Okay. Well, I guess I have to share this one instead. I don't care about the 40. By the way, ran more than fast enough. 448 for a power back, and Judkins, good. Mute the volume. Look at some of the drills he's going through. Good feet, fast. By the way, it looks like he wants to clobber somebody every time he runs, too. Looks like he wants to fucking take somebody's head off. Feet, that little stumble. Again, he wasn't even the biggest winner, but for the most part, looked really good. Judkins. Really nice. Really nice by Judkins. Let me go back to the article itself. Connor sucks. Maffa didn't work out. Woody Marks, okay. Martinez was pretty good. Didn't think he was perfect, but for the most part, pretty good. For a power back, he was pretty good. Manungai, all right. Neal, not so much. Sampson, by the way. Sampson, I thought Sanders had a pretty good workout. Tootin, not good. Don't like this Tootin. Don't listen to anybody that tells you this Tootin. The only people that like Tootin is because he ran fast. Don't listen to anybody that says that Tootin guy's good. But Sampson, monster winner here for Sampson. Look at some of the fucking feet he's got going on here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Sampson, I thought, had a fucking great workout. He didn't run, which he should have. But, so I just put number one on my biggest winner, just running back. Because, holy fuck, between Sampson, Jordan James, Judkins, RJ Harvey, ETN, I would say those were like the top combine in terms of on the field guys. And then Henderson ran really fast. So I just put running back as the biggest winner because let's just have the conversation. Why would anybody pick Genty in the top 10 when you have all these other dogs? And I mean dogs. Where's ETN going to get picked? Because he's fucking good. Where's RJ Harvey going to get picked? Because he's fucking good. Where's Jordan James going to get picked? Because he's fucking good. Sampson, Henderson, Judkins. Let me just pull up that list again. Because let me just pull up that list again. I mean, it's loaded. It's loaded. Donovan Edwards is 10. And by the way, Donovan Edwards wasn't even really a starter. Manungai, I mean, holy fuck. We got some good backs. We got some really good backs. So, again, let's just end it with here. I don't think I got any questions. If anybody has any questions, feel free to put them in now. So I'm going to close here. Why would I pick Genty in the top 5, top 10? There's 700 running backs in this draft that are awesome. And I mean awesome. I'm not talking about, a couple good backs that can play. A couple good backs that can play. No. You watch that combine, Sampson lit it up. Jordan James lit it up. ETN lit it up. We're talking RJ Harvey lit it up. I mean, there's no discussion. Genty should not go before pick 45. You can't pick him before pick 45. No way. No way. I don't give a fuck how much you like him. I don't give a shit if you think he's a Hall of Famer, which he's not, but I don't care. If that's your opinion, fine. You can't pick him before 45 with the other backs in this class. No way. No way. So we'll end it there. Just do a quick recap, and then we'll close it out. Number 5 biggest loser, Isaiah Bond. Number 4 biggest loser, Ollie Gordon. Number 3 biggest loser, the tackles, John Williams and Brandon Crenshaw-Dixon. Number 2 biggest loser, Will Campbell. Number 1 biggest loser, Will Howard. Number 5 biggest winner, Ty Robinson. Number 4 biggest winner, Jimmy Horn. Number 3 biggest winner, Malachi Starks. Number 2 biggest winner, James Pierce. Number 1 biggest winner, just the running backs. Just all of the fucking running backs.